tell us where are we right now?
In the cellar under the earth, where the wine and the rakia living.
So what's inside of this?
Mostly rakia. In this cellar is everything is rakia, from plum, from pear, from apricot or quince. The house is older than 400 years, and it was connected before to a church when it was a smaller church than this one, and then they started building a new one. They destroyed the old one, and this part go to private hands.
This cellar, actually.
This most the house, yeah. As a kid, you know, my father and most of our friends making rakia, of course, like everyone, second house in Serbia. And my first done rakia is from 1991, but we drank it, I didn't kept it. I had about 16 years and I was really interested about it, really. And later on I was making rakia for ourselves. My father made for ourselves. We never sold it so much that we could live from it, but we made rakia for ourselves. And later on I was really angry because wherever you go in every restaurant in the 90s or 2000s, wherever you go you want to drink rakia, but you have something which is smell a lot and it's not rakia. And just my opinion, that was my call, and I was really thinking about it. You must do that like a night, really fair rakia to make, and to be one of the people in the market who will fight with this to explain what is rakia. And when I started it, there was very few of the house who make rakia for a small house. And now there is a lot of distillers who are very fair and very nice rakia making.
And what can you tell us about your rakias? What is special about them?
Special it is, it's just because they're normal. They 2 times distill it, and everything is really doing by the hands, totally old traditional way. And we got these rewards from the people who love rakia. There's a crew of the people from Belgrade who make a very nice book and blog about rakia. Rakia uglavnom is called. And for example, they take it out as the first our rakia from pear, because it's not a regular pear from the orchards. It's one kind of pear which is very old kind called kaluđerka. And the second one is that vinjak we making, 5 years old. It's like cognac, the same thing, but Serbian vinjak. And third thing, what they think it's very special, it's orahovac ili orahovača. It's made from the walnut, and it's very, very nice rakia, which is something very special. But we're making it, and we're very proud of our Queen's rakia and apricots as well. So.
How many liters you make per year? Are you
Not small production. We're making about 6,000 liters to 8,000. It depends of the year. For example, last year it was a good year for apricot, and we make a lot of apricot. This year there was no apricot. We didn't make it at all because it was a very bad rakia from apricot. This year they were green. They didn't. We were not satisfied that we didn't make it at all. So it's really trying to make special kinds of rakia.
And what can you tell us about Sremski Karlovci? Are there many tourists approaching Sremski Karlovci? From where they're coming?
Probably they call this part of Serbia, north part of Vojvodina and the Srem. They call it Serbian, but comparing as a Serbian Toscana, but I don't like that way. Toscana is beautiful, Srem is beautiful on their own. Karlovci are one of the, let's say, centers of Serbian spiritness and culture for over 3 centuries. Serbia was under Ottoman Empire, this part of Serbia was under Austro-Ugar Empire, and Karlovci was the main center of Serbian culture and everything, but is for some state should be. And we keep that spirit only. Belgrade is now the capital and everything. Karlovci are just become a small, beautiful place on Danube, with lots of historical moments and lots of culture.
How can we recognize the good brandy, good rakia? Is there any like signs of the good rakia?
Signs of the good rakia. The things for good rakia is the first that you like it. It's the first thing. That's nothing nothing strange there. There's no acidity too much. There is no smells too much. There is no bitterness or whatever. Rakia should be smooth alcohol with that you must trying to recognize from which flavor it is, from which fruit it is.
What are you offering to the tourists?
Well, we're making the wine as well, because this house is the house has made the cooperative two families. We started like that, Benišek and Veselinović. The Benišek family was making wine, and they were very known about Bermet, which is Karlovci favorite wine, and let's say it's a specially aromatized wine with 22 different kind of herbs inside. And it's very known. The house Benišek was very known about it, the most known in the beginning, because he was the first who put Bermet in a commercial bottle after 50 years. And then I was the pub owner in that time and making rakia only for me and for the pub. And one day he asked, should we start together? It was 1999, I think, or 2000. And we starting, and I was very interested in the wine, of course, as well. So we're making wine and rakia for over 15 years together. And except that, when you're coming in our house, there's a degustation. We trying to offer what is really from this part. So if you come into our house, we offer you good rakia, good wine, good cheeses, from the friend who making cheese from the cow, the friend who making cheese from the goat milk. We're offering the sausages from this town, not from the shop. We're offering, you know, whatever we eat here in a plate in the city, and we're offering to the people who come to our house just to feel that is something maybe different from, for example, Austrian or German cheeses or whatever. So you could feel it as a different, maybe not different, but maybe just to be sure that it's domestic.
And from where are tourists coming?
From all over the world, really. And 70% are people from abroad. 30% are people from here. But in the last 2 years, for example, we saw lots of, maybe not less 2, but 1.5 years, lots of tourists from China, for example. And lots of people coming really just to see, to try. And for example, if West European people, when they're coming, they just stoned that we are producing wine. And that kind of wine, good wine, oh, it can be happened, only France producing good wine, or Austria, or whatever. But we're really, they can't believe that is, because we are probably not discovered yet. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. But we're keeping that way, and we are not commercial totally, because we are wanted to people call us when they're coming to here to degustation for the lunch or whatever. We want people to call us that we could prepare as much better as we can, and we're not accepting the buses or crowds of people. The 25 people is the limit, because we want to explain people how to get enjoying in Sremski Karlovci. Wine distillate is called vinjak in Serbia. Konjak is most known